What's up, guys? Long time no see. We're back again. Just wanted to do a little song for y'all, put some content out. We put out a video a couple days ago, a vlog for our family trip, so we're just gonna go over that. We're gonna go more in depth on what we saw, what we experienced, what we did, and just gonna kick it with y'all, have a good time. So, you got nothing to say, Nor?
Hello, guys. It's for real. It's been a minute, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, real talk.
We just been living life.
Working, living life, having fun, doing our own ventures, both professional and personal.
This summer, we made like a little friend group. So I've been just chilling. I've been having a good time, enjoying myself. I've been doing a lot of performances and a lot of shows and stuff like that, y'all.
That's facts.
I got 3 shows coming up. So, you know what I'm saying, man? It's just a work in progress, man. You know what I'm saying? We never stop. We always working, but
yes, sir.
Other than that, man, you know what I'm saying? We missed y'all. It's been a minute. We gonna start doing a lot more. We ain't gonna make no huge promises, but we gonna start putting out more content and stuff for y'all, because it's just been a minute, man. We just too busy guys, just working, trying to not work for nobody.
Yeah,
honestly,
either music gonna pop off or this podcast gonna pop off or both, but something gotta give.
But yeah, man.
So about the trip. So going into the trip, what did you expect? Like, what were your expectations of the trip?
I wouldn't necessarily say that I had expectations. It was more so me just waiting to see what things were gonna be like, because I never been on a cruise before, y'all. That was my first cruise ever. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of low key was Zion's too. I know he been on one, but
yeah, like the cruise I went on, I was 4 or 5 when I went on my cruise. So I was telling people this is pretty much my first cruise because I don't remember much about that cruise, and now that I'm 21, going on a cruise, no joke, guys. I think I saw my dad like 2, maybe 3 times last week on a 7-day cruise, and it was like in passing, like, hey, all right, go the other way.
I mean, my mom had a door next to me.
Right,
her room was next to my room.
Was next to
but
yeah.
She was kind of like out all the time, and the only time I really seen her was during the dinners that we went to.
I didn't even see my dad at dinner.
That's crazy.
I was out. I was like, I ain't got nothing against my dad. It's not like I was intentionally avoiding him, but it was just I was having fun. So about having fun, if y'all saw the video, y'all saw me the night before in the bar with a guy named, I don't want to say a guy, but friend of ours, Shaq, family friend. Me and him went out to a bar. Like I said, Norman, his girlfriend, came to Miami later, and Janaya hung back at the hotel waiting for our cousin Faith. So me and Shaq went to the bar. Now, guys, against my better judgment, because I really don't think I should share this, but against my better judgment, I'll be completely honest with y'all. For the first time, I tried edibles for the first time. So we went to the bar. Shaq has some like Sour Patch Kid. Maybe I shouldn't be saying his name because that is Florida. But anyway, it's past. Shaq has some Sour Patch Kid gummies and some chocolate ones. So the Sour Patch Kids was like the lower milligram drink. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this to start me off. So I tore it in half. I took 1/2. That's what I did. So I ain't really feel nothing right away. So I'm like, well, I'm trying to get the party started, whatever. So what did I do? So me and Shaq both take a shot of tequila. Now tequila is my drink of choice. It's what gets my party started. So take a shot of tequila. Then I just chill out listening to the music and all that. So I'm like, all right, well, let's get another drink in the mix. So I get like this passion fruit tequila mix. Really good. By the way, sidebar, I know I mentioned it in the other video, but Patio Tepico in Miami, really great spot for food, and the vibes during karaoke was solid as well. So if you're in Miami, check out Patio Tepico. But anyway, got a shot of tequila, got a tequila passion fruit drink. Did I take another? I think that's the only drink I had. Oh no! And then I decided I was gonna try beer. I don't know why, but I tried a Modelo. It was I drunk it. I didn't want to waste my money. I put a lime in it to try and spruce it up. It was beer. I did not like it. I mean, it was pretty good. Like, for it to be beer, it was better than I expected it to be, but it was still beer. Man, I'm not a beer drinker. You know, I tell people I'm in my reckless tequila phase. Like, Janaya always be like, oh, you need to try wine. I don't want wine. I want reckless tequila phase.
It's alcohol now.
Right. I might get that on the shirt or something.
Honestly, yo, for my cruise, y'all probably ain't see me in a lot of the footage in the video just because I'm not really a big party person, and they were getting upset with me because of that. But I did go out on the last night. I did. And it wasn't just because I was with my girlfriend. I feel like y'all think it was probably just because I was with Soraya.
Wait, what we do last night? I forgot.
We just went to the comedy club. We went out to dinner. Which the comedy club. Oh yeah. Comedy club was super. The comedians.
No, that was like the showcase. The actual comedy club. Norm never went to the actual. Comedy club.
Yeah, the showcase. I don't even know what the comedy club is, but
exactly.
But yeah, no, I went to the comedy club. I went for like 5 minutes, but the seats got filled up, so I just.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So yeah, guys. Honestly, my experience as far as the cruise goes, it was really therapeutic. I got a lot of rest, which I feel like I really needed because I'm a working man. I work every single day. You know what I'm saying? I just chilled. I was in my room a lot watching cartoons. If I wasn't doing that, I was out somewhere eating.
Nah.
If I wasn't doing, man, the
taking advantage of that free food.
We gonna get to the food in a second because I got mixed views about it. But and if I wasn't eating, I was somewhere on the patio enjoying the sunset, enjoying the weather. The views absolutely amazing, absolutely beautiful. You know what I'm saying, y'all? My overall experience, though, I think I'd rate it like a 7 out of 10. And the reason why I would rate it a 7 out of 10 is just because I was gassed. I don't know if I'd be able to do another 7-day cruise because 7 was a bit much. I think it might be a little different for you, but for me, 7 is a bit much. It's a bit excessive. I'm not gonna say I was getting homesick. You know, no, I'm gonna say it. I think that's exactly what it was.
You got homesick.
I think I did get homesick. I just think I can't be in a place for too long, which brings me to another thing, about being homesick. I'm moving out probably at the end of this month or the beginning of August, so that's a big step for me too. So it's just gonna be hard for me to just be away from home, I guess you can say, because this is like my first step being away from my mom, my sister, my family, and all of that good stuff, y'all. And yeah, I'm really getting my first real taste of independency. So I guess as far as like the cruise goes, I was kind of like in the same boat because I just wasn't necessarily
no pun intended.
I guess I wasn't used to like just being away from, you know, my environment, from my room. You know what I'm saying? Because my room just gives me an opportunity to be myself. And, you know, I just don't got to put on a facade. And I never put on a facade for anything. I don't want to make it seem like I'm saying that I do. But, yeah, y'all, the cruise, other than that, the cruise was it was beautiful. I had a great time. I enjoyed spending time with my family. We had my cousin Tiara. We don't ever see
I mentioned
Tiara.
her in the video. That's a long lost cousin Tiara.
Yeah, we don't ever. That's our first cousin. Well, that's my first cousin.
Your first cousin, yeah.
We don't ever see her. And obviously,
Tiara. Why won't never see?
She lives in.
Come to Buffalo sometime.
Well, no, I'm not gonna tell y'all where she live at, but just know she
you
lives.
You can say somewhere. Where she goes to college. I'm not gonna say where she goes to college. She lives out of state. And she goes to college in a different state.
Yeah. So you know she's a very, very young and independent woman as well, you know, doing her thing. So,
and might I add, I'm gonna always say this because I'm so proud of Tiara. I'm gonna say this. I'll say this to her face, and I'm gonna say it here too. Tiara is 19 years old. Tiara's taking summer classes.
That's tough,
and
man.
She decided to take summer classes and still go on a cruise. And we kept, like, all of us as a collective were telling her, like, yo, big ups to you, props, because I would have just failed. There's no way. See, I might have been able to do summer classes, but I would have got on that cruise ship and been like, school, what?
No, word. I ain't doing no homework.
Yeah, so big ups to you, Tierra. You really you got your head on straight, and I know you're gonna go far with a mindset like that. You built for this.
Yeah, definitely, man. Congratulations to her for even, being able to do all of those things. Cause summer classes, y'all.
I don't even like going to fall classes.
Right.
Summer classes.
For the people that don't know, I'm pretty sure all y'all know, but summer classes, bro. She's in college, so basically,
right. I should have specified that.
She's doing classes during the fall. But when the summer come around and school is done, she keep going.
Back to it.
She go right back to it. It's just no stopping, no days off, basically, man. So, big ups to Tierra. But other than that, man, my big sister was there, Janaya.
Well done.
Navia, my other big sister was there too. I had some moments with her, which is very surprising because Navi is a very.
I was telling Shaq that I was like, because Navi is
she's quiet.
It's an age gap, Navi is
Navi like 26.
26 somewhere in there, yeah. So it's an age gap, so we don't really hang with Navi. But I was telling Shaq, it was cool to get to see, because Shaq is in Navia's age group as well, and it was cool to see Navia kind of hang out with her and see her open up more, because Navia, like I said, it's an age gap. She's much older, so we don't hang out. When I see Navia, it's just what up, cuz? Hey, cuz, how you doing? Da 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 da.
Right.
And then that's it. So it was fun to hang with her.
Definitely.
Yeah, it was surprising because the last night I remember asking you, Tierra, Taraya, Janaya, and Faith what did y'all rate the cruise. And it was surprising that y'all said 7 out of 10 because I feel like I was the most
out there,
outgoing on a cruise and whatnot. We'll get to that later. And I only rated it a 6 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Part of that being the food situation, which I guess we'll get into after this since we mentioned it so much already.
Yeah.
And the shit that we sailed on was the Carnival celebration. It's Carnival's newest ship, and I'm not familiar with the Carnival line, but I did some research on the ship. They had this little screen where you can see where all the other Carnival ships are. And what I noticed is most of the Carnival ships carry 2 to maybe 4,000 people. This ship had, I believe, 6,100 people on it, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was more than that. It might have been 6,600. But so you could tell Carnival was new to what's called the mega ship game. So you could definitely they were understaffed. However, the staff they did have, amazing, impeccable. They very courteous. Shout out to Nipa. Shout out to. I'm not gonna say my guy's name. I don't know how to pronounce it. How my housekeeper was, but Nipa was our server every night at dinner. Mm-hmm. They got really cool with they
Hedu.
with their housekeeper.
Shout out to Hedu. Amazing, bro. He was he really he did his thing, y'all. I told him there was this smell coming from our bathroom, and this guy took it upon himself. And he was in that bathroom for 15 minutes, and you could hear him on the floors just scrubbing and just going crazy. And I'm just like, bro, he in there putting in work.
That's
Pause.
Solid, yeah.
But he was definitely doing his thing. Housekeeping. Nipa, like he said, she was very amazing too. She did her thing. She didn't complain when we was asking her to do this and do that. And obviously, that's what you want in a server. I think.
So now we get to the food situation. So Norm, just the food situation by itself. What do you rate the food situation?
I'm gonna give the food a good 5.5. 5.5, mid 5, low 6, right in between that range. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. A lot of the food that I had on there was Chef's Kiss, really good. Shout out to Guy's Burger. Shout out to Emerald's Bistro. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, Emerald's.
Emerald's Bistro. What else, man? Shaq's Chicken was pretty good. Yeah. I don't think it was better than Guy's. I don't remember who was saying that.
Guy's Burgers was.
It was another place too. It was four good spots.
Festival. That's where we had dinner at every night.
Nah.
You thinking at Jabang?
Not them either. I had another good. The tacos.
The tacos. I think it's Blue Iguana.
Tacos was fire, y'all. So it was like some good gems on there, and I really wanted to try the Italian restaurant, but it costed, so I never got the chance to go. I'm pretty upset with myself because I had the money. I don't know why I didn't just go, but yeah, y'all. But then there were some other places that were not really that good, and I think the number one place that obviously we're talking about is the place that we had dinner every single night.
Festival.
There were some dishes in there, like the appetizers were pretty good, but then like once you got to the main courses, the food just wasn't good. Now the first day, they had us in the
That's
first
what I was
half,
gonna say.
not
I think
gonna
like
lie.
the first maybe 2 days, he was like, "Yo, this is busting."
Yeah.
But it seemed like as the week progressed, the food got worse. There's no way to say it.
It looked presentable, but just
right.
the taste, it wasn't all that. It wasn't really good.
And I don't know if we said this, but this is Carnival's newest ship. This is Carnival Celebration. They just launched it in, I believe, December of 2022, and this is July 2023. So like, yeah, so they were new. I think they were new to accommodating that many people.
Yeah.
I think that even like towards the end of the cruise, the burgers were. It's not that they were falling off, but like in the beginning of the cruise, they were put together all nice, and they would layer them all evenly and whatnot. And now they kind of look like McDonald's burgers, where they like just throw them together. And I think they didn't take that into account. Like mass producing that amount of burgers for 6,000 people is a lot different from 2,000, even 4,000, 6,000 people, and that was literally the best thing on the ship. It was always a line there. Like,
definitely.
Anybody who's been on a Carnival cruise will tell you about Guy's Burgers. So there's always a line there. So I think that in the coming months they need to work on, kind of increasing the number of staff they have on board.
Yo, not only that, but speaking of staff, we found out that they work, I think, 7 months non-stop or something like that.
Yeah, cruise ship contracts those are.
And I was like, what? I never knew that, but that's absolutely insane.
Couldn't be me.
Could not be me. So shout out to y'all, man. 'Cause y'all just.
And y'all might be like, well, yo, you work 7 days. You work 7 months continuously. No, like I mean, like Friday through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they work, and then it's like all day.
They get like, I don't even know how long they breaks be. I know they get a break, but it's still on the ship.
But they get a break, but they don't get any days off.
And then they can't even get off at the ports.
Right.
Like where, y'all stops is at and all of that. But speaking of the ports, let's get to that.
Let's get to the port. So
Ports.
the first port we went to was the Dominican Republic, Amber Cove.
Yes.
I enjoyed it. I had a snorkeling excursion, and then I also got to do zip lining for free just from being in the right place at the right time.
I had an excursion on this really, really beautiful beach. The views were great. They had people out there trying to massage you. They had people cutting up the water. Why do I keep getting coconut and watermelon mixed up? They had people cutting up the coconut, doing a little slicing and then giving it to you with the straw so you could drink the coconut water. Coconut water, absolutely terrible. Would never drink it again unless they sweeten it and put it in a smoothie or something. But alone, disgusting, bro.
I want to try it.
Disgusting.
Wait, don't. Doesn't coconut come in? I mean, doesn't milk come in coconuts too, or is that? How does it work? It was.
I think so. I think it depends on the kind of coconut you get.
I know it's not coconuts. I thought it was all one coconut.
Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right, y'all let us know in the comments if y'all know about coconut
but
biology or whatever.
Yeah, I had that excursion, and not only did it have the beautiful beach, but they served us Dominican food, which was really, really good too, man. They had like some plantains, they had some chicken, they had some veggies, they had these really, really good desserts. The food was pretty good, man, in the Dominican Republic, man. And the drinks were free. You could keep continuously getting drinks. Well,
was that Dominican or St. Thomas?
No, that was Dominican Republic.
Dominican?
I didn't even get off at St. Thomas.
Oh, you didn't get off here.
But yeah, the drinks was free, man. They was loading up. My family was getting tipsy. We was getting drink after drink after drink after drink. They had this pina colada drink that had what did they have in it? I think Malibu and some other drink was inside of it, and it was really good, yeah. Then they had this it was called like sunrise.
Tequila sunrise.
Probably that, yeah. And that was pretty good too. It was like a slushy, it was like red and orange. It was really
Disclaimer.
really good.
Being as how we were in the Dominican Republic, we followed the rules of that country. Well, he did. I'm 21. I can drink anywhere. Norm's only 20. So I wish y'all think we was underage drinking because technically we were not.
Exactly.
Well, he wasn't. But yeah, so my excursion actually ended like a little early. My excursion ended at like, I think 12 or 1 o'clock. So they took us back to the port. And walking on the port, when we first got off the ship and you went left, that's where you saw all those shops and stuff. If you went right, it was a little like resort type area there. So that's where I went after they dropped us off from the excursion. I went over there. It was a nice pool and stuff. That's what y'all see in the footage with us, dancing. We were doing a Cupid shuffle in the pool and whatnot, Party in the USA, singing along and all that. It was really dope. It was the 4th of July, so the Dominican DJ, she got up on the zip line and zip lined across the pool. It had the American flag. It was really dope.
Yeah, man. So the Dominican Republic, I would rate that a solid 8 out of 10 because I did enjoy myself. I did have a good time. It was really nice and it was beautiful.
I'm going 10 out of 10.
I also, not only that, but on the way there and on the way back, we got to see like some of the city and just like, it was just crazy, man. It was just really, really nice. It was really beautiful. And you just got to see like the way the living style was there.
Right. Yeah.
It was definitely different. You know what I'm saying? It was just beautiful. Everything there was really, really beautiful. Even the houses and the way everything was structured. It was really, really nice, man.
And I think St. Thomas and the Dominican really were similar, like as far as architecture.
Yeah.
I will say, like, one thing I wish I would have signed up for when I was looking through excursions prior to I was actually leaving for the cruise. I saw hiking in the DR, and I was like, I ain't going hiking in the I'm trying to snorkel and have one of them. But we pulled up to the port when I stepped off the ship and I saw these beautiful mountains and whatnot. I was like, dang, I should have signed up for hiking. Like, it would have been dope just to see that scenery and just to see like what I was looking out to, see it from that perspective,
The mountains. And then, not to mention, I ain't trying to go back to the food, but the view that we had at our dinner table, fire.
Y'all saw that as well. I did put that in the video. Like, that view, like, table 397 Carnival Celebration Festival Restaurant. If you can, I don't even know if you can request tables, but if you can, request 397.
Facts. Facts.
That, it was... Oh man, especially that first night as we were pulling out of Miami, you could see Miami in the distance. It was, and we saw them. It was just beautiful.
And not to mention that restaurant, they perform for us every night. Did you got that in the video too?
Yep.
They perform for us every night. So shout out to and they gotta learn it. That's another thing. They got these dances that they do.
To them for learning it.
For learning, yeah. They man.
However,
W staff.
I will say that the performances were like a lot like the food. The first couple days they was lit, but. Yeah. So 4th of July, Dominican Republic, we get back on the ship. We do like the ship has a comedy club, it has a theater, it has like this performance area that for some reason is bigger than the main theater. They have watch shops where you can buy $300-$400 watches tax free.
Got the bag shops with the Louis Vuitton.
Yes, all of that. So we get back on the ship, we partake in those activities. I forgot what we did. Later that night, where do we go? The Limelight Lounge. If you know, I just found out that pretty much all Carnival ships are the same, they just different sizes. The Limelight Lounge is the nightclub on Carnival ships. That is where I was 4 out of 6 nights, I believe, maybe 5. I was, man. So this is where we go back to cousin Tierra. So I went to the Limelight Lounge 4th of July night with my cousin Tierra, my boy Shaq, and myself. Shaq offered us, I feel like I'm telling entirely too much. We partook in, not Tierra, but me and Shaq partook in some of the same activities we did in Miami, the edibles. So he passed it to me, he took one, I took one. Now after I took one, I was like, it's only a little bit left. I don't want to just pass him back these crumbs. I feel like that's ignorant. So I was like, whatever, took the rest. Didn't think nothing of it. Oh boy.
Oh, that was the same day where you like had a headache for like the whole day?
Yeah. Well, this is the day after. I'm like, so the club is partying. I'm not even like in the mix. I'm just sitting in like the little section or whatever. because I can't even get up. Like I'm feeling this. Like I'm like I made a grave mistake. So I thought the room was spinning. Like I thought I could have swore the room was spinning. So I'm like doing this. Turns out the room wasn't spinning. I was the one that was spinning. So my cousin, she puts her hand like, stay still. I'm like, huh? I was the one that was spinning, not the room. So after a certain while, I'm like, you know what? Look, this ain't working. I'm not even enjoying myself.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't. It's not worth it. Like I said, this is my first and last time. I was like, it's not even worth it. I'm not enjoying myself. I feel kind of, my head is feeling weird. I'm gonna go to the room. So I told my cousin, I'm like, look, you can stay if you want to. I'm gonna go to the room. She's like, nah, I'll go with you. She takes me to my room. That's that. I go to sleep. I wake up and my phone says 12:49, I think it said. So I'm like, I thought I slept longer than this. Why is it still, a little after midnight? Well, almost 1 in the morning. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I lay there for a minute, and I'm like, let me get up and see if they got any 4th of July stuff still popping off. I'll go back to the party, feel a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, once I got in the shower, got dressed, and walked to the deck, want to take a guess at what I saw? It wasn't a 4th of July party. It was San Juan, Puerto Rico, at 12 in the afternoon.
So it was the next day.
It was the next day.
It was the next day.
I was like, oh. And like, come to think of it, as I walked out and saw it was daylight, I was like, oh snap. I think I did hear knocking on my door earlier. That must have been like whoever, my dad or my cousin or somebody coming to wake me up. I'm like, oh snap. So yeah, like he said, don't do drugs. It's not, I missed the whole port day pretty much because we pull into the ports at like 7 in the morning. You can get off soon as we pull in, and then we leave at 3:30. So me waking up at 12 and not being able to make it out till about 1:30, I missed the whole port day. I walk out of the port of the little terminal, whatever. I see them getting off of a bus, trying to pay a guy. Like, ain't nobody tells Zion about the family excursion. You know what I'm saying? I would have set an alarm, but again, nobody even told me about the cruise. So we're gonna leave that in the past. That's a different story. But
second day, Puerto Rico.
Right, what happened at Puerto Rico? Because I never did. What happened? How was that?
Puerto Rico was it was beautiful.
Wish I would have known.
It reminds me of America. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was still beautiful though, but the architecture was very similar to what we have here. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like we was like in the deep parts of Puerto Rico. It was like kind of like, it was Puerto Rico. Feel me? It was
that part where you lead a tourist.
Yeah, it's like the city. And then we had some guy driving us around. Now, I will admit, they did have some parts there that were very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. And there was this one part specifically that like caught my eye. It was like this building that was like rectangular and it was just straight across. And then like there was like my bad. There was like like a cliff, and then like off the cliff there was like water.
Oh, I think that was the fortress I saw them talking about.
Yeah, it was really, really, really beautiful. It caught my eye, and then there was like
saw it.
Your dad was like, yo, look at this building, Norm. There's a recording studio in there. You want to go in there? And I was like, yeah, but then I was too lazy because it was really hot. And when it's hot, I get lazy because I don't like the summer. I don't know if y'all know that about me. I hate the summer, actually. And then after that, we went to the beach. We got off at the beach, and then they was cooking food, and they had chicken sticks, burgers. I got a burger, and I got lemonade. And they make their lemonade different.
Was the food free?
No. The burger was like $5, but it was big. It was huge. It was like this big, and I shared it with my girlfriend, and that, I kid y'all not, and I'm not exaggerating, that was one of the best burgers I ever had. Not even gonna lie. I'm not trying to rub it in your face, buddy. But
oh, no, I'm just.
It was really good.
I mean, I didn't hear any of these stories. It's the first time I'm hearing it.
And then they made me this lemonade, and they make their lemonade different. They use like cane sugar and brown sugar as well. And then they use lemons and limes, squeeze them, and they make it. It was amazing, bro. And they mix it, and see, now I want to make it. Now I want to make it.
We should make it.
It was really good.
We should make it because I've never had Puerto Rican lemonade.
It was really good, bro. And then we went back to the port after that, and I couldn't bring the lemonade on with me. So there was like this group of white guys. They just walked up to me, and I was just drinking it. And it was like, chug, chug, chug. And I was just like, they thought it was alcohol. It wasn't alcohol. It was just regular lemonade. But Puerto Rico. Oh, I also bought some stuff. There's this girl. Her candle was actually up there. That purple one. That's Fruity Pebble and lavender. It smells amazing. I got a candle from her. I got some lotion from her, and I also got some soap. The soap is green apple. It smells really good, and it's almost done. I'm actually order some more stuff from her because
almost done. We just got. Oh, you must have used some on the cruise.
Yeah.
Oh,
her products are amazing. They smell really good.
That do smell like Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, they smell really good, and
it smells exactly like Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, I also got some charms and stuff, and I also went to this restaurant where this girl gave us a free margarita shot.
Give me one margarita.
My mom gave me the card. She was like, "You want to go in the joint and take a shot?" And I was just like, "Sure." So we went in the restaurant. We took the shot or whatever. And bro, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it was disgusting. When I first started drinking it, it was good. But y'all know Puerto Ricans, they use salt in a lot of their stuff. So I had mad salt at the bottom of my margarita, and I'm just like, bruh, no. It was yucky, y'all. It was really gross. But I didn't end up finishing it. My girlfriend ended up finishing it for me. And yeah, y'all, we went on our jolly way back on the port. I got back in my cabin. I changed my clothes, took a shower, and basically...
Puerto Rico was the white night, right?
I think that was the white night.
It was, because I remember what I had on when I came off. When I finally came off, Rondo was like, well, I hope you got something else to wear for the white night. I was like, yeah, I do, because I had coincidentally wore all white out in Puerto Rico, which I'll tell y'all what I did. And but it wasn't what I had planned to wear for the white night. But so yeah, I get off the port. You know, they pretty much they're paying the guy for driving them around. So I'm like, well, there's nothing for me to do. So Janaya and Shaq was like, well, Zion, you want to walk around or whatever? So I'm like, cool, yeah, let me at least see a little something Puerto Rico. So we walking around, you know, just looking, whatever. We see these scooters. We were going to try the scooters, but the scooters wanted to charge like an outrageous price to use them. So we was like, we're not doing that. We can walk. Eventually, me and Shaq broke off from Janaya. Janaya stayed near the ship, and me and Shaq walked around for a bit. Went to a few shops. Shaq made a purchase. And then we got back on the ship, and like you said, we changed. And yeah, that was that. So let's talk about the rooming situation on board.
The rooming situation. So the rooms, y'all, they small. The
rooms are, like I saw in the video, the rooms are a lot like dorms. I wish I would have got a shot of the bathroom, because the bathroom is pretty much... The bathroom's about the same size as an airplane bathroom. A little bit bigger because it has a shower.
Yeah. So the rooms, y'all, my room, I don't know if they thought me and my sister was a married couple, but they had our beds put together. And I was not rocking with that. I don't like sleeping with people, y'all.
You slept with Tarai.
I did, and I was just about to just touch on that. My girlfriend came in my room like 3 or 4 nights out of the 7 and came in my room to sleep with me. She told me that she does not like sleeping with me because she was just saying I took up all the room. Ooh, did I wake you up? Sorry, that's my dog. She was snoring. She was asleep.
I never heard your dog snore before.
Yeah, my dog was asleep, y'all. Yeah, and yeah, the beds were just super tiny, but I separated me and my sister beds. But I will admit, when it was just one bed put together, it was pretty big.
It was big, yeah.
It was pretty big. I don't even know the size. I think they were twins.
Yeah, those are definitely twins. Sorry, I keep squeezing y'all. I'm actually Norm's dog. Sometimes I'm fine, other times I'm not. I guess today is a day where I'm not fine. Allergies kind of acting up.
But yeah, the rooming situations, y'all. The rooms were pretty small. I was in my room a lot, though. I was in my room a lot. I just was watching cartoons, y'all, and just chilling. And I did a lot of meditation, too, so there's that. But, yeah.
So, Norm and I stayed together. Norm's girlfriend and his mom shared a room together. My cousin Faith and her mom were together. My cousin Sierra and her mom were together.
Oh, so you're
my dad
gonna
and his,
save yours for the last.
My dad and his friend were together. Zion got the room with a stranger. You know why? Because again, nobody told Zion about the cruise to the last minute. I'm happy I got to go though. Just we gonna get into my room situation. So I had the room with an older guy. He was 92 years old. And shut up, Nor.
Oh my god.
It wasn't as bad as it sounds like, because I wasn't in the room a lot. So a couple days into the cruise, some of his items went missing, and so I'm trying to help him find them. He's looking for them. So eventually we get security involved. They come, they take a report, file a statement, all of that. He ends up finding the items. Hey, okay, accidents happen, whatever. A couple days later, I think this is the white night because those pants were white. Guys, I had bought, like most people going on the cruise, I bought clothes for the cruise that I was going to wear on the cruise. One of those items were a pair of white joggers. The pants on these joggers, the back pants are a lot like, for the guys out there, when you buy suits, you know how the pockets are sewn together. You got to, tear them open. That's how the back pockets were on these joggers. So I'm getting dressed one day. No, this wasn't the white night. This was something else. Anyway, I'm getting dressed one day, and this early in the morning, so we're both getting dressed. And he goes, Zion, can you might give me a hand with this? I don't know why my stuff isn't going in my pocket. So I'm like, okay, sure. He turns around. I see he has some white pants on. I'm like, those kind of look like mine, but all right, maybe I'm bugging, whatever. So he turns around like even more, and I see like the drawstring. I'm like,
those are my pants.
Does he have my pants? No, I didn't. I'm still like, does he have my pants on? So he's like, yeah, can you help me get this stuff in my pocket? When I went to his back pockets and saw that they were sewn together, I'm like, he has my pants on.
Oh, brother.
So I didn't want to make him feel bad because we fresh off the whole him, misplacing his things and get security involved and stuff. So I'm like, I ain't trying to make him feel bad. I didn't plan on wearing these pants today, so I'm not tripping. I'm like, so I help him get the pockets open. Go on your way. I call who I think is his son and daughter who are on the cruise, and I'm like, hey, look, I'm not mad, I'm not tripping, I'm not upset or anything like that. But Mr. So and so has my pants on. I just want them back before the cruise. Like, he can wear them today. I'm not stressing over it. Just I would like them back. So they were like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." That. I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine." She's like, "God bless you. It's cool." So that's that. Come back later. He's like, "Are you missing a pair of pants?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are these the pants?" I said, "They are." I felt bad because he was like, "Oh my God, I'm so disturbed with myself." And I was like, I didn't want him to feel bad. Like I said, it wasn't no big deal.
Yeah.
All right. So, fast forward to like maybe the next day, a couple days after, where this is our black and silver night. So I stayed. Dinner was at like 5:30, so I had to rush because I got to the room at like 5 o'clock. So I get to the room, throw my phone on the charger, hop in the shower, do a little scrub, dry off, and I get dressed. Now he leaves out before me. So as I'm leaving out, I make sure I have my sail and sign card, which I guess we could touch on that for the first time cruisers as well. I have my sail and sign card, and that's all I really need. And so I would go to reach my phone isn't there. I'm like, where's my phone at? I'm like, I just put my phone here. Now I'm not gonna say this is due to old age or anything because we both had black iPhone. Well, my phone is blue, but it's in a black case. So I'm like, okay, he took my phone. I'm not tripping on it because the only people I would be able to contact was, Janaya, Norm, Tierra, Shaq, Faith. And we were all about to go sit at a dinner table together. So I'm like, I don't even need my phone. I don't have any service. It's the middle of the ocean. So, hey, whatever. So, go to dinner. I tell them, like, I think he has my phone. They clown me for it. Whatever. So after dinner, I'm headed back to my room. As I'm headed back to my room, I walk past his daughter or his daughter-in-law. I'm not sure how that dynamic works. But she goes, hey, I think my dad has your phone. I was like, yeah, he does. Again, it's fine. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. My husband put it in your room now. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. So Get back to the room. He's feeling bad about taking my phone, so I'm like, again, it's no problem at all. It's not like I needed it. I'm not expecting any business calls or any important phone calls. Middle of the ocean, cruise vacation. Take my phone. Shoot, I don't care. Here's the one thing that he did repeatedly that did kind of, I ain't gonna lie, it did kind of irk my nerves.
Oh, you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the second night that we're on the boat, so my schedule was kind of like I would wake up at 10 and I wouldn't come back till 4 in the morning. Like I mentioned before, the Limelight Lounge ain't closed till 4 in the morning. So I would go to the Limelight Lounge, shut it down, get a slice of pizza from Miami Slice, because that's the only thing that's open. That's another thing that Carnival needs to fix. It should be more food options open, because 4 o'clock in the morning, you drunk or whatever you is. Maybe you're not even drunk, you just want something to eat. You want more options than pizza. Pizza wasn't, especially thin crust pizza, but I digress. So it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm heading back to my room. I swipe my card, because hotel doors are a lot like, cruise ship doors are like hotel doors. You have a card, you swipe it, that's how you get into the room. I swipe my card, it flashes red and yellow. So I'm like, red and yellow, that's odd. So I'll go to the cabin next to me, swipe, and it's just plain red. So I'm like, well, what is red and yellow? So I go to the guest service desk. I say, hey, I think my card doesn't work or something. I can't get into my room. It's like, oh, what color did it flash? I said red and yellow. That means they was like, that means it's double locked. Somebody locked the door from the inside.
Where'd you end up going that night?
So I went to the cabin. I knocked on the door. He didn't wake up. So this is on the 11th deck. Guest service on 8th deck. I stay on the deck 11. So went all the way to deck 11. Knock on the door. Had to go back to deck 8. Hey, knock on the door. Can y'all call the room? They call the room. He doesn't answer. So they're like, well, you can call security. They can come and let you in. So they call security. Security lets me in the room. They just, mind you, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So they're really trying to check in on him and make sure he's okay, because, he didn't respond to the knocks or to the phone calls. So I'm not trying to check on nobody. I'm going to be honest. I'm trying to go to bed. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. So I think he did end up waking up, though. He's like, I'm like, yeah, I just came in. Da, 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 da. He's like, okay, do what you got to do. Don't worry about waking me up. Like, whatever. Like, he was real cool about me coming in at 4 a.m. too. So that's the second night of the cruise. So the third night, it happens again. This was a continuous thing. Now by the fourth night, I think the fourth night is when I actually stayed in the room with you and Janiyah. I stayed there twice, right?
Twice.
Yeah, I stayed in y'all room twice. We got a little sleepover. I mentioned that in another video as well. I forget what night it was, but by one of those nights, I was like, look, this is my room as much as it is his. I don't know why he blocking his door. But at that point, I no longer felt bad about coming in at 4. I was just full on knocking. Not banging, but just like a regular knock, because before I would do this little timid knocks, I really don't want to wake him up, but it's like why do you keep doing this?
Mm-hmm. So
I was just knocking on the door. He would let me in. He would go back to bed. I'll go back to bed, and that was that. But me and him really didn't have any problems. He never said. I'm not gonna say really. Me and him didn't have any problems. He never said anything to me. Not anything bad. It was more like, oh, what you got planned today? Oh, I'm going to the pool. I'll have a nice swim. That young man. So just cool stuff like that. It's just, that was my room situation.
My room situation was chill, other than when Janiyah had attitudes, because she had attitudes for various moments of the trip that I will not get into, but she definitely had attitudes sometimes, which was very annoying to deal with, because she was like, don't bring nobody in the room. I want to sleep. If you're going to have a party, you can go have it somewhere else.
Okay, whatever.
All this stuff, bro. But other than that,
don't cut this out.
Don't cut it out. She can watch this part. Other than that, Janiyah was chill. But
and I will say, no, you could tell Janiyah got towards the end of the cruise. You could tell Janiyah got kind of very
she missed her kids.
Irritable. That's what I was saying. That's what I was say. Janiyah had 2 kids that she left behind.
Yeah.
I didn't specify that in the video. All you see is hey, Jai, you ready for us to go? Bye. By us, I meant me and her mom. The 2 kids didn't go. So I think that by maybe really by day like 4, maybe even 3, Janiyah got really irritable, and you could tell she missed her kids. So quite honestly, I kind of just kept my distance, and I was really hanging with Shaq by that point, because I was like, I don't want to do anything to like set her off. I mean, I didn't just like cut her out. Like me and her still did things together, me and her and Shaq. But yeah, you could tell she missed her kids. So I kind of gave her some grace with her attitudes and whatnot. But yeah, I made a lot of friends on board. Like, and I'm not regardless of what y'all may see on YouTube and Instagram and here on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and wherever podcasts are found. I'm actually a very shy person, and it wasn't that because I wasn't, contrary to popular belief, I wasn't drunk or high for a majority of the trip. It was like maybe 2 days where I was intoxicated, and those weren't even the 2 days where I was making friends. Like, there was this one girl, Tree, who I mentioned as birthday girl. Y'all saw that. Me and her got really cool. There was a girl, Ashley and Malcolm, another few people I met. And there was one girl who I owe an apology to, because I had totally misjudged her. Her name is, I said everybody else's name. Her name is Malaysia. First of all, I kept saying Malaysia as in the country, but it's Malaysia.
She was cool.
Malaysia was cool as hell. And every time I saw her, she was off that train. Like, she was enjoying her cruise. I'm like, hey, get it, cuz. So I'm like, I'm thinking she just like one of these, I don't want to say run of the mill, but I didn't think she did what she ended up telling me she did. So she mentioned she was in school a couple times throughout the cruise. First couple days we were hanging together or whatnot. So eventually I asked, I'm like, what are you in school for? She goes, oh, I'm in post-grad school to get my PhD. I do cancer research. I said, what? Like, I did not believe it. If you met this girl, you wouldn't think that. You would think that she just, like a party girl. So I was, I totally misjudged her. I'm not saying I thought anything less of her, thought down on her or anything. I was just like, she's like a party girl. I didn't really give any thoughts to her occupation, but I would not have guessed that she was in school to be a doctor. So congrats to you, Malaysia. She actually invited me and Shaq to her graduation in December. So I'll touch with Shaq, because I don't know if that's a real possibility at this point or what, but I might go support homie.
Word.
But yeah, let's see, what else?
Third day. St. Thomas.
Oh, we gonna break it down by days? Okay. St. Thomas was St. Thomas was our third port, but it was probably like the 4th or 5th day. Yeah, 5th day, because we had 2 sea days. So St. Thomas, I got off the boat early. I have a friend that lives in St. Thomas, so I was able to call them. 2 friends actually. I called one just like, hey, I'm in town. Looking with my now let me stop.
Don't copy it, YouTube.
I got enough of those claims. I'm in town. What's it to do here? Whatever. She's like, well, make sure you eat, drink, beach, have fun, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. Appreciate you for looking out. Called another friend of mine who lives there. I'm like, yo, I'm in town. Second opinion, what's it to do here? Oh, I'll come scoop you. So I actually had a friend come get me and drove me around St. Thomas. And, I got to see things that Carnival didn't include in the excursion package. I got to see the rough parts of the island. I got to see, the better parts of the island. We went to the beach. I mean, this beach at St. Thomas was what you imagine. It's white sand, sky blue water. It was beautiful. I did some shopping, bought some jewelry and whatnot. Bought a necklace for myself, a necklace and a bracelet. Yeah, St. Thomas was a pretty chill day. Actually, St. Thomas is where I filmed the section of the video where I have like this white, like see-through type shirt on. That was in St. Thomas. Yeah, that's pretty much
dope. I didn't get off the boat, y'all. I was gassed. After the 4th day, I was pretty tired. I stayed on the boat. And yeah, I ain't do nothing on that day. I did see the view though. The view, beautiful. Houses on the hills, all types of beautiful stuff, man. I seen the beach. It was nice. It was really nice. Really nice. But other than that, man, that was really like the experience. You know what I'm saying? Would I do it again? I would go on a cruise again. I just wouldn't go on a cruise for 7 days. 7 days is a bit excessive for me. Maybe, it varies with the person, but for me, I wouldn't do it for 7 days.
I will say, so the way our cruise worked is we got on the boat one day, and then the day after that was a complete sea day. And then the day after that was Dominican Republic. So the 3 islands were back to back. So sea day, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, and then after that we had 2 sea days. Now that first sea day after the Virgin Islands, that was the first day on the cruise where I was like, I'm bored. I need something to do. So I will say like 2 sea days, that's a bit much. But I just mentioned to Norm like maybe an hour ago. I found cruise 6 days, so I don't know. Y'all may get another vlog next summer. But yeah, overall, I would say cruising. I think it's my thing. I do want to try resorts, and I also found out that Virgin Voyages, that's an adult-only cruise line, and they have like y'all look into it. But I do think I want to check out the Virgin Voyages cruise. But
I bet you do.
I think my next cruise is gonna be, if things work out, I think the next cruise may be the one I showed you, which is another Carnival cruise. It's a smaller ship and it's 6 days. So I might check that out.
What was I gonna say? Oh, and then the day after the cruise, we was in Miami. We went to Wing Kings.
Wingstop. Wing King is in Buffalo.
We went to Wingstop. Wingstop, to me, Wingstop, fire. To me.
Well, let's see. We had we had Hawaiian. We had hot honey rub, and then we had lemon pepper, and then Norm had a chicken parmesan sandwich, and we also Janaya had some type of like Cajun corn, and then we had fries, and
it was really good to me.
Pizza. No, Wingstop, it was good. I don't really have much to say about it. Like,
yeah,
it's good.
We was in Miami, and then we got on our flight back, y'all. JetBlue is a pretty good place to fly with, but as far as TSA, y'all need to get y'all stuff together because y'all damaged our stuff. My suitcase is damaged. Didn't you say yours was damaged too or something like that?
Carnival damaged mine.
Carnival, no. TSA and Fort Lauderdale damaged mine. Y'all need to get y'all stuff together, bro.
Yeah, Carnival, a brand new suitcase that I paid over $100 for. Carnival damage. Now I should run it back.
I'm gonna call them because they still owe me $100 and some.
For what?
For that hole. For the
for the gratuity.
Yeah.
First time cruisers. When you go on a cruise, towards the end of the cruise, it might be the last day, it might be the day before the last day. They take out 112, or is it 22?
112.
They take out $112 on your Sail and Sign card, which is attached to. Some people do cash accounts, other people attach it to their debit or credit card. Either way it goes, they take out $112 of your account, or put a hold on it, I should say. As for tips and gratuities, what they do with that money is they take that 112 from, on this ship, 6,000 people, and they spread it out throughout the cruise, so everybody gets. These people don't make a lot of money on cruise ships. If you ever notice, for Carnival to be an American company, Carnival, it's not a lot of American employees on the ships. They pay very low wages, and so they take the tips and gratuities and they spread it throughout the crew.
Yeah.
You do have an option to take it off, which is what I did.
Me too.
Because say what you want about me, but if I didn't use the wash and fold feature or the iron fold amenity, rather, I'm not tipping the person in charge of washing clothes or ironing clothes. That's just how I roll. Say what you want. You can call me all types of whatever in a comment. That's just my logic behind that. I'm not gonna tip somebody for a service that I didn't use. So
plus, I was already tipping anyway.
Right.
I tipped
on top of the tip, giving cash tips. So
yeah. So I mean, and then it kind of had me tight because it was just I woke up from my nap and I just seen a random $112 missing from my account, which was like, okay, what is this for?
Right.
And I just went down and this is gratuity. And I'm just like, okay, well, y'all could have
take it off.
something.
Take it off now.
Yeah, and I just told them to take it off, man. So Yeah, other than that, man, W trip, W experience.
Definitely.
Would not do that again, no, for 7 days. I would do a cruise, but not for 7 days. Flights were pretty good. The cruise ship was pretty good, man. It was beautiful. There was a lot of beautiful scenery inside the cruise.
Right, the ship itself is beautiful.
Very, very nice. And yeah, just a lot for you to see, a lot for you to do, a lot of hidden gems. So definitely get out and explore. But cruise life.
Y'all let us know in the comments, because me personally, I feel like, because Janiyah and Norm, they seem like, well, Janiyah mentioned it, Norm hasn't mentioned it, but they seem like the type to go on like 3-day cruises. And in the comments, let us know, do y'all think a 3-day cruise is worth it? Because I don't think it's worth it.
No, I do like a 5-day.
5 days? Okay. Yeah.
I do like a 5-day.
I
I would
like,
do 7 days though.
Because 3-day cruise, I don't know.
And if I'm gonna do a 5-day, it better not be over 1,000 like how it was for this. It better be like 800 or 700. That's whack.
I mean, because it's, well, because I think the one I'm looking at right now is 10 something for the 6-day cruise. So it might be like 900, 1,000 maybe.
Oh, okay.
But with that being said, y'all, we gonna get out of here. I believe we touched on everything. So if you're going on a cruise soon, make sure you check this video out just to get a kind of run through of what's going on. If you've been on a cruise already, book another one ASAP. You might see me on there. If you see me on there, you know, I packed my All Over Podcast t-shirt last time because, you know, we gonna market wherever we go. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get the word out. So if you see me, tap me on the shoulder, say I'm a listener. But y'all be blessed. Enjoy yourself, and we will see y'all in the next video, episode, whatever it is that we do now.
We out.